Obviously, a very disappointing loss. There's a lot of things that immediately come to my mind of just what we can do to get better. And, just want to give kudos to the defense. I thought they played absolutely outstanding. Will, absolutely played his butt off tonight. And we got to do a better job as an offense, just operating, playing, one play at a time and everyone executing their job, all 11 of us. But, yeah, this is unfortunate, but I know we have a great, character, culture, locker room that we're going to respond from this and we're going to learn and get better and bounce back next week.
Anything that happened tonight surprised you? Did you experience anything you hadn't experienced in the NFL before?
You know what? I don't think, anything really surprised me. Every single game is just something new. I wouldn't say it took me by surprise, but we just got to do a better job of adapting, and taking advantage of opportunities when we're down in the red zone to get 7 points and not leave with just 3 on the board. And, there's a lot of things we got to clean up, but, it starts with me. I got to play better, and we got to do a better job operating this offense.
J.J., you and Kevin look like had a conversation kind of at the end there. Just what was the extent of that conversation, that moment?
The extent was just, there's a lot of things we got to clean up, and there's a bright future ahead in that locker room, and just being able to all be on the same page and really just attack tomorrow, attack the meetings, attack the lift, and get back to, that 1-0 mentality every single day. So I feel like, it was a short conversation that you never want to have, but it was awesome that KO had my back.
J.J., what did you feel like the issue was with some of the sacks tonight?
There's a lot of things you can factor into it. I think we'll get a better idea of it when we look at, the All-22 and go through all the details. But I feel like it just starts with the operation. We got to get in and out of the huddle fast. We got to get the right calls protection-wise. And, I got to get the ball out as quick as possible to the guys that can go make plays. There's a lot of opportunities where we left it on the table with just, getting the ball out faster and, moving on from there. But, I feel like it's an all-11 thing, and, it starts with me first.
JJ, I know people will look at 2 games and draw plenty of conclusions. I'm just curious, what do you take from the 2 games you've played, and how do you think about how you've played in those 2 games?
We got a lot to do, and I got a lot to do personally. There's a lot of things about this game that, show up, and, it's awesome to be a part of such a great group where I know we're going to grow together. I know we're going to learn together. There's a lot of love in that locker room, and that's what it comes down to. This is a long season. Everyone's telling me this is a freaking journey, and I believe them wholeheartedly. So it's just about getting back to the drawing board and working on just getting better at the little things and executing the simple things better.
J.J., when you have guys going in and out of the offensive line in front of you, how are you trying to adapt and get on the same page with a new center, with a new tackle, and just kind of make sure that you can kind of sustain some offense going forward?
It's really just next man up mentality. I know that KO, Quace, Griggs, all those guys put together a group that, when that next guy steps up, it shouldn't be a fall off at all. So I feel like, there was really no big changes in terms of the mentality and, the operation standpoint. But at the end of the day, we just got to, continue to keep getting better and realize that, in those moments, it shouldn't have any fall off. And we just got to keep executing the little things better. That's what it really comes down to. So, yeah, I would say that.
JJ, on the sneak, when you dropped the ball there, were you on the same page communication-wise in terms of the exchange, or is it just a matter of you dropped it when it hit your hands?
Yeah, take that on me, for sure. I dropped it, and, we got to be better. The little things, like I said.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.